Welcome back, everyone. Today we're driving the ELC AMX BIS, the very trollish French Tier 5 light tank. One of these very smallest vehicles in the game. And at one point, one of the most ridiculous tanks you could play. Now, I only got this tank recently. As you may have seen in a couple of the replays, I did not get to play this tank in its heyday. But doesn't mean you still can't pull off some fairly silly things with this tank. Now, I like to drive with a 90mm, which means, hey, guess what? I'm more of a tank destroyer than a light tank. It certainly doesn't have the view range to go hunting other light tanks. Hunting other tanks too, you have to treat it like it's BTD, but popping up here, get spotted despite its good stealth. I'm like, I'm not really keen on getting blown up, but I don't really want to get banned in this position quite yet either. So I'm going to try and once again sneak up here, get a shot. Something's definitely shelling up here. They're guessing I'm still up here, I guess. But yeah, shooting at my counterpart, a tough shot, but it would be nice if I could do some damage to him before possibly up. See a tree fall, I'm looking around near there. There's my counterpart, and he gives me a nice shot right there, and I say, excellent, put in a shot in, and he is destroyed. Cool. Fortunately, there's still something out there that's spotting me as I'm driving around back here. So I say to myself, you know, let's just get low. Use this thing's low profile to vanish. And then we'll see if we can sneak back up here again and try that again. But yeah, notice when I pop up here, then I'm once again being detected. So there's something, probably that VK 2801, is able to see me moving around here. And I say to myself, yeah, this isn't working out so well. I don't have the health. I certainly don't have the armor to be sticking around here. But then I notice, oh hey, looks like the other flank has broken through. So I use the fact that this is a light tank and it's really fast to relocate to the other flank, see if I can't help exploit the breakthrough of the enemy's defenses over there. It does take a little while, even a tank as fast as this, to zoom literally from one side of a map to the other. But hey, better in a tank like this than find myself lumbering along in like a KV-1 trying to relocate. That just wouldn't happen. I never am quite sure what to say to fill this dead air time as I drive from one place to another in a replay. I have to try and think. I must become better at random chatter. Alright. Worked our way around. First I'm stalking the light tank. I think it's a light tank that's up there ahead, but nope, teammates got him. So now we just have to try and dig a whole bunch of heavy tanks out of the central city section so we can get at the capture circle, or even better, just kill them all. So I use these bushes right here to sneak up on this VK. Use the bushes to have plenty of time to aim in, blap them, and run away because, yep, fair enough, I have been spotted. But that's okay. Took a nice chunk of health for free. Now I'm working on who I want to shoot at next. Oh, there's our SU-100Y is being snuck up on. I just can't quite get there in time to save him, but I am able to take a nice big chunk out of the B1R there. Where's the G1R? Whatever. It's the French Tier 5 medium. So now, coming over this way, looking for a new target, I see this M6 that is threatening to come out of the city. It's in the open. This is a bit risky, but I pop over, put the shot in, pull back into full concealment behind the ridge. I'm really expecting our M6 to finish him off. But for some odd reason, he's not trying to. Okay, well, I guess I'll come back up and do it again. This kid takes a shot. Fortunately, it misses. That would have really hurt otherwise. And we put the enemy M6 out of his misery. At the moment, it's 12-8. Things are looking pretty good for the team. But there are still a bunch of pretty scary enemy tanks, including both of their Tier 7s, an ONI and a T-29, holed up in the city. And attacking those in the city can be very dangerous. There's also a T-25-2, who I've seen going this way. So I'm going to run to this corner and run to the artillery corps and set up an ambush on this corner. for the T-25-2 on the assumption that he's at some point going to pop around this corner. It looked like he was going to come this way, but I in fact have miscalculated him. He is not going this way. He's going to go somewhere else. And while I'm not doing anything, my team is starting to try and find ways to get themselves killed by the Oni and the T-29. There's the T-25-2. I was not really expecting him to show up right there. I look for a shot, but it doesn't seem to be one because of all this stuff in the way. So I decide, well, I need to threaten him. Of course, he's also threatening to me. He can take away most of my health with a single shot. But I come up here, I get seen. I see him looking at me, and I say, well, there's this lovely water fountain right here. We'll just sort of duck around it, use it as cover. We're a lot faster and we can use this as cover a lot more efficiently than he can. Unfortunately, my team notices what I'm doing and promptly starts slapping this T-25 silly. And he's, I don't even know what he's supposed to be shooting at there. But yeah, he's just having a continuous rain of shells coming in on him from the artillery and friendly tanks, and he's just obsessed with trying to shoot me until he runs out of health. Good, now there's just the T-29 and the Oni left. There is the T-29. So I'm going to back out, and I'm trying very carefully to get the shot in, but he's fiercely looking at me, so I fire the shot perhaps too early and miss. And I also get spotted. Ugh. And I guess the good news is that this tank is tiny. Problem is it's also tiny. It's very difficult for me. I can't shoot over obstacles very well, so I end up... that fountain, it really needed to take some shells. Deciding that I'm too close, I use cover to move away to a building and keep my tank alive, particularly since now the Oni is coming this way. Oh, it's an Oni. That has a lot of armor. Looks like an artillery shell landed on him, which was nice. I'm looking for a shot here, but, well, it's an Oni. If I don't have side shots, it's not entirely likely I'm going to do him any sort of damage. Even so, I can see he's still taking HE hits from the artillery. They understand the threat of the Oni all too well. He wants to go for another shot, but he's now behind some cover. So I'm going to carefully come out, try and spot him. Maybe I can get another shot into him. But I find the T-29, but that's a turret shot. I don't want to shoot the T-29's turret. It's just a wasted shot. There's the Oni, but I'm looking at the back of his armored turret, and yeah, that didn't actually help any. This is just being really tough. We don't have any tanks with high penetration to help deal with these two vehicles. We really rely on the artillery to kill them. But here in the city, that's not easy for the artillery. T-29 managed to sneak by before I can get the shot fully aimed in. So I'm going to go in pursuit. Both of these tanks can one-shot me, by the way. Yeah, full health or not. If they shoot me, I'd say I'm dead. So I'm trying to be very, very careful about not getting caught here. And we're running out of tanks to take the fight to them. At this point, it's just me and two artillery to take on these two heavy tanks. So again, I set up an ambush. But if you take a look at our M44, he's about to do something incredibly courageous for an SPG, and I really appreciate it. He's actually proxy spotting the two heavy tanks who are so low on health they have to be careful with showing themselves. Now the T-29 not paying attention to me, so I'm able to pull out. And even though I'm being spotted, I'm there like, come on, just show me some hull. That's all I need is some hull. And there we go. APCR round right through the hull. Finishes off the T-29. So now it's just the Oni. And the Oni has an interesting disadvantage against the ELC. If I can get right next to him, he actually cannot depress his gun far enough to shoot me. The problem is getting that close. But once again, the M44 is coming to the rescue. He goes in, he attempts to shotgun the Oni. He doesn't do it, but he does stun him, and he also takes the shot from the Oni. Now, I put a shot in, and it bounces. What the hell? Okay, fine. I'm just gonna hug him and hope that, yeah, go for the tracks there, but that's not good enough. And I'm just rubbing his side. I'm trying to get around him, but I don't dare get between him and the building. His tank is big enough; he could, in fact, just crush me. There we go. Once again, rotate back around, stay close to the big tank, go for the side shot again, and this time, oh thank God, this time it finally penetrates to get the kill. Let's take a look at the post-game stats of that one. That was, in fact, the first time I ever got a mastery in the ELC AMX. It is a very silly little tank. Very, very awkward to drive, but I have to enjoy it. Top of the team, of course, goes Tier 5 tank kicking ass in a Tier 7 game. You bet that's how it's going to work. And then, of course, taking a look at the personal stats, pretty good actually. But you know, that's what happens, I guess, when you're in a Tier 5 and you find yourself having to kill Tier 7s. Good game, and good night.